I went down this crazy loophole, this crazy money loophole that includes our entire economy and how money is created and the spending deficit that we have and how the treasury is creating these bonds that the bank is paying for, but essentially they're just receiving an IOU, and then they're taking that IOU to the Federal Reserve and getting a check that's really a blank check that's not backed by anything, that's literally fake. Like when they get that IOU from the Federal Reserve, that's money that's not even created or printed yet. So when they cash out that check, they're literally that's literally money being printed right there, because there's no bank backing that check. When you have a check, when you write a check, it's essentially supposed to be backed by real money that's already in an account. But when the Federal Reserve writes a check, there is no bank that's backing that money. So I just went down this entire loophole, right? Very dark, very true though, very accurate to everything that is going on, and it taught me so much. And I was going to make this video about that, but a lot of people aren't ready to hear that, if I'm just being completely honest, because people are still going to use their credit cards. People are still going to get up and go to work every day. People are still going to use bank accounts. I mean, I'm still going to use my bank account, but it's so deep that you can't just push that type of knowledge and information onto someone without them being 1000% ready to receive it. So this video is not going to be about that, but girl, dude, whoever you is, when I tell you it's real deep out here, it's real deep in these streets. It's real deep in these streets, okay? All right, all I'm going to say is make sure you are getting gold. Make sure you are getting silver, real gold, real silver. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to include Bitcoin. I'm not doing none of that. Make sure that you are protecting yourself with something that is not just the dollar, something that's not just an asset that's backed by the dollar, because even our stock market utilizes dollars, okay? I have a bunch of assets. I'm not going to sell none of my assets, even though I got all this information. So it's like, just make sure you're backing yourself up, okay? Okay. So what today's video really is about is visualization. Drum roll. Somebody cue the drum roll. Visualization. Like, it is so important to visualize. Even if your eyes are open, your eyes don't have to be closed for you to visualize. See where you want to be. Live example, y'all. I was in the shower. I had this specific song on repeat, and this song is about money. Every time I listen to this song, it makes me want to just, like, not grind, but it makes me want to make money, right? Song on repeat. Ain't no other song playing, no other frequency coming into my psyche, like nothing but this song, right? Straight repeat, straight, very loud. And then the I feel like the important thing about this was that I was in the shower and the water was coming down. And we all know, if you don't know, you're about to learn, water holds memory. Water stores energy, okay? So the frequency being emitted from the song, loud, going directly to that water. Also, me emitting a certain frequency, because when I tell you what I was thinking and what I was saying, then you will see all the energy that this water stored. And then I'm in the shower, so the water is running down on me. So the water is literally the energy that the water is receiving. It's going into my skin. Okay. And it's being stored into my blood cells. Not just my blood cells, my skin cells. You know what I'm saying? And like, and we have to understand, because each cell holds so many things within it. Man, this is deep. But it's only gonna be deep if you really take the time to like listen and really think and understand. I'm playing this song. I'm saying different things. The water is hearing me. The water is touching me. And so the energy that the water is storing is being transferred to me as I'm singing this song and as I'm saying these things. And so on top of all that, I'm visualizing, right? And so you know those videos where they're like a day in the life with a billionaire. You know, I've only seen those like on School of Hard Knocks, where he like spends some time with the billionaire. Oh, my best friend. I love my bestie so much. She said she looks up to me. But can your bestie say that about you though? Oh, that's what I thought. Clocked it. So, boom. I'm visualizing, and it's like, even if it's James, he's interviewing me because I'm I'm a billionaire. You feel me? And the first thing that started out like during the day was I was getting ready for the day, and then I checked my portfolio, and he saw my portfolio. He was able to see like that I had made like $3 billion that day just from my assets in the stock market, right? And so then we take my son to school, we drop him off. After we drop my son off at school, we go look at some of my properties, some of that properties that are fully built, some of the properties that have tenants in them already, and some properties that are still being built from foundation. And he sees all of this, we're talking about it, I talk him through it all, he's asking me these different questions, yada yada yada. Then we go check out some of my businesses, like my actual brick and mortar businesses that I have, and I talk to him about that, the cash flow that's coming from that as well. You feel me? And then I go and I show him something else. I don't remember if we went to like the bank or if we went like to like just like a private equity firm or something like that, but we went somewhere else, but it had something to do with a financial institution. Mind you, I'm visualizing stuff while I'm in the shower, okay? And that right there, I finished visualizing and I spoke to the water. This is a little spiritual. If you're not spiritual, you can skip past this part, okay, boo? And I said to the water, I said, water, you store memory. You have memory. Everything that I've just visualized and everything that I have said right now will come to me. Simple as that. When I tell you I got out the shower feeling like a millionaire, even though like I feel like a millionaire every single day, like that never leaves me because I know that is coming to me. Like wealth is my portion. Millions, billions. Like, mind you, I was a little girl, like 5-6 years old. My cousin Jocelyn would be singing like Chamillionaire, because that was a song. I don't know who the fuck made that song. I don't know if it was Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, whoever made the song, but she would like be singing that song Chamillionaire, talking about me. Like, ever since I was a little girl, I've always known I was going to be a millionaire. You feel me? Like, even with the affirmations and different things that my mother told me growing up, like, I've always known that wealth is my portion. You feel me? So it's just like, I'm affirming things for myself now. It's not outside people affirming things for me since I was a child. It's now me affirming things and actually taking steps for those things to come. And I'm saying all this to say, We can have dreams, we can have desires, we can have wants, we can have all of that. But we have to also include visualization in receiving those things. Now, your visualization could be you writing down how your day starts from the very beginning in 10 years. This is something that I did a while ago, but I had to burn it because I wrote down that I was single. I wrote down that I ain't had no man. I had to burn it. Because, shawty, I'm going to have me a husband, okay? Big 6-carat Marquise diamond. Don't play with it. Stay with it, all right? So, if that's what you want to do, if you want to write down on a blank sheet of paper with a blue pen how your life will look, how your day will look from the moment that you open your eyes, you know, if that's you praying, saying to God different things, but also seeing it. If it's you taking time out to close your eyes for a certain amount of time every day and just visualizing it. If it's you getting in the shower, playing a certain type of, frequency from YouTube and you just seeing it happen. Visualization is so important because it gives you an image of exactly where you're going to be. Outside of you just saying it, outside of you writing it down, when you can see it with your mind's eye, you know that you will see it with your literal 2 eyes. You feel me? So it's so very important. It's so very important to visualize. This is not the video that I was going to upload today. I was going to go deep, teaching y'all, schooling y'all, but I feel like my YouTube is not really for that purpose. And I don't want my content to start looking like that or being shifted in that kind of viewpoint, because that'll bring a certain type of viewer. I don't want that. I want the viewer that is attracting different things that they want into their life. I don't want the viewer that is like skeptical and scared and worried about what their life will look like. I want the viewer that is cultivating and creating what their life will look like. You understand? So that's the reason why I didn't come with the YouTube video that I was going to come with. But when I tell you it gets deep, it get deeper than deep, boo. It gets so deep that I had to watch a certain video like 3 times just to actually wrap my head around what was being said. So just educate yourself. Educate yourself, but also create the life that you want for yourself. Because no matter what happens in our economy, with our monetary system, we have to still create the life for ourselves that we know that we want, that we know that we need. And so even in the Bible, when it says that God gives you the power to create wealth, you can't create it if you don't know what you're creating. If you don't see with your mind's eye what it is that is coming to you. If you don't tell yourself, if you don't write these things down, if you don't create a vision, make it plain, like as the Bible says, then it won't come. Do you understand? So visualizing is key. It's so important. And yeah, y'all, until next time.